Hello, this is Stacie Stanley. Welcome to the presentation, Teachers, Schools, and Value-Added Measures. Imagine two teachers, A and B, teach fifth graders in two different schools. Teacher A's fifth grade class has lower prior achievement, a greater number of students with limited English proficiency, several novice teachers, and the school and community has less resources. Teacher B's fifth grade class has higher prior achievement, more students are English proficient, most teachers have master's degrees and additional instructional certifications. The community has supported the past two referenda with 81% approval. Common? Both classes of fifth graders take the same standardized achievement tests at the end of the school year. What surfaces for you as you reflect on these two scenarios? Value-added models, or VAMs, use statistical equations based on longitudinal test scores to measure and quantify how much teachers impact student learning beyond students' typical or expected growth. The push for efforts to ensure each student learns at high levels has led policymakers to believe that value-added models can provide estimates that are silver bullets for judging teacher and school effectiveness. However, experts such as Daniel Koretz argue that value-added measures can be an important part for evaluation of teacher and school performance, but should not be the tool used as a standalone. So what exactly are value-added models? First, let's talk about the models we are used to. We all remember the teacher that everyone wanted. They were fun, we liked going to their class, and they may have had some meaningful learning activities. That model is called status. That particular teacher had status in the school, yet there may not have been evidence that students learned at high levels in their classroom. Another model is the cohort model. This model looked at cohorts of students. The belief held in this model is that there are cohorts of students that perform well and others that don't. As such, the onus for learning was on the students rather than the teacher instruction. Unlike the two previous models, value-added models focus on how much value teachers contribute to student achievement. Some prefer these models because they believe that VAMs better account for and give credit for the successes that teachers and schools have, especially those serving in schools and districts with high numbers of students who qualify for free or reduced price meals, or who have greater levels of adverse childhood experiences. A few advantages of VAMs include formulas that take into account the student's prior years of achievement scores. They are adjusted for other factors that might impact student achievement beyond instruction. Can account for differences among teachers and schools and student performance. Standardized achievement tests can only measure a subset of the skills and goals that people expect students to learn. The test scores included in the models are not a perfect measure of student achievement. For instance, there are some students who have deep anxiety about test taking. Others struggle to remain focused during test taking, yet they overall perform quite well in the classroom. There are questions about how precise the value-added measures are for estimating teacher effects. Teacher effects can be impacted by a variety of factors such as their experience with larger class sizes or school and the sensitivity of the tests used to measure student achievement. There's often a variation in teacher rankings across different value-added models and years. VAMs are often used to provide casual interpretations about the value added by the teachers and the school, but there are often questions about what factors should be included in VAMs. Score inflation could impact the results of VAMs. Think about the college entrance scandals of 2019. Value-added models provide a valuable but incomplete view of students' knowledge, skills, and aptitude. Value-added models should be used to primarily compare schools and classes that start at fairly similar levels of performance. Remember teacher A and B? Systems should not use test scores as the sole focus in the value-added model. However, system leaders also need to think about what other variables are included in the model, as including other variables might create situations that serve to perpetuate learning gaps for marginalized students, which is not the desired outcome. Data analysts should evaluate the sensitivity and stability of the value-added measures, as simple changes might have a significant impact on the reputation of both teachers and schools. Now that you have a better understanding of value-added models, reflect on these questions. How might you weigh some of the advantages of the value-added models with some of the additional considerations related to applying them? In what ways might we better link the results of value-added models to curriculum and instruction? What variables or factors do you think should be included in school accountability models that are not traditionally accounted for or included?